All right.
Let me just
right now. All right.
let me just do my announcements a little bit. Good morning. The first three words I'm going to say is, we made it. I have to say, this has to be the hottest ticket in Rochester this morning. God knows I couldn't even get a park this morning, but you know what? We are here. I always like to start off ceremonies. One, I'm super proud. My name is Jacob Scott. I'm the principal here at the Edison Career and Technology High School. Also an Edison alum that I'm certainly proud of. And the sheer fact, and I always like to just say this because I know in big crowds, everyone kind of has their own thing going on. But I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care what shade of color you are. I don't care what type of music you listen to today. The one thing that I do know that everyone in here today came here to celebrate and love on someone that is graduating this morning. Am I right? So if there's one thing that we all have in common today, it's the fact that we are here to celebrate, love on, cry a little bit. Somebody that is graduating and walking across this stage here this morning. So congratulations early. So, I would like to welcome everyone to the Rochester Broadway Theater League Auditorium. Today we are here to celebrate and love on the Edison Career and Technology High School graduating class of 2022. As we begin our ceremony, there are just a few important housekeeping announcements we would like to make. Throughout this morning's ceremony, we please ask all of our parents, friends, and family members to please be mindful of the aisles. We need you to be seated. I just can't say that enough. I mean, we've tried to provide the biggest venue that we can find. We do have the largest graduating class in our district graduating today. We tried to do our best by finding the biggest venue. We tried to make sure no one had to pay for parking this morning. So please, we just ask you to be mindful. I already know I'm not going to try to regulate individuals by yelling and cheering for their loved one. That's what we're here for. I would just ask you to please be mindful of those that are also here to love and cheer for their loved ones as well. So, we have already officially taken pictures of each of our graduates backstage, nice and professional, diploma in hand, cap and gown, already. Okay? That will be provided on our website for you as well. Okay? Also, let me say this. We are also videotaping the ceremony today, so you will have this later on for memories, and it will be located on our Edison YouTube page very soon. I want to give a special thank you to Creative Eye Photo, Mr. Rob Daniels Photo, who is here today taking candid pictures on stage. And I also need to give love to Tom Moynihan from the RCSD Department of Communications, our Senior Technology Director, for making sure that all of our technology needs are taken care of today. So if we can just please give all those individuals a hand. Whew. Now, at this time, will you please rise and welcome the Edison Career and Technology High School class of 2022. All right, please remain standing at this time. We will now at this time have the presentation of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance led by our awesome graduates, Mr. Chris Sepulveda, Jayshawn Banks, along with Sergeant Singleton, and the pledge will be led by Deshaun Moore. If you guys can make your way up to the podium. We have Mr. Deshaun Moore making his way to the podium. Deshaun Moore.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, of liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
At this time, you may be seated. I am all about giving shout-outs. I have to give Deshaun Moore a small shout-out. He has a lineage of individuals who have graduated from the Edison Tech campus. I think his whole entire family has graduated from the campus. So I want to say thank you to Deshaun Moore. I want to thank you to Sergeant Singleton and our color guards for this morning. Well, once again, I would like to welcome everyone this morning to the graduating ceremony of the class of 2022. And at this time, I would just like to take a quick opportunity to make sure that I introduce all of our guests, along with those that may be in the audience. First, I would like to, once I say your name, if you could just please stand so you can be recognized. Our RCSD, our Rochester City School District Superintendent, Dr. Leslie Myers-Small. Our Chief of Schools, Mr. Demario Strickland. Our Director of P-Tech, Ms. Latricia Fuller. Our Assistant Principal for the class of 2022, Mr. Jerome Vaca. Our Academy Director at the Edison Tech campus, Mr. Robert Goldsberry. Our Senior School Counselor for the class of 2022, Ms. LaConda Graham. Our P-Tech Senior School Counselor, Ms. Lauren Armstrong. Ms. Sharonda Jackson, one of our other school counselors. Mr. Chris Taylor, one of our school counselors and Edison Tech alum. The Vice President of the Rochester City School Board of Education, Ms. Beatrice LeBron. Mr. Vince French, the Coordinator of Equity and Inclusivity for the Pittsford Central School District, an Edison Tech alum, the President of the Edison Tech Alumni Association, and our keynote speaker for today, Mr. Vince French. Our New York State Assemblyman for the 137th District and RCSD alum, Mr. Damon Meeks. Ms. Pina Bonomo, one of our assistant principals. Ms. Heidi Jackson, one of our other assistant principals and RCSD alum. Mr. Steve Humphrey, our assistant principal. Ms. Babette Phillips, our academy director and Edison Tech alum. Dr. Brigitte Griffin, ET Community Site Coordinator. Mr. Chris Golam, our Edison Tech Athletic Director. Mr. Sheldon Cox, our district's Director of Career and Technical Education. Might be in the audience. Ms. Lisa DiGiulio, one of our other senior school counselors. I don't want to get written up later on. Did I get everyone on stage today? Oh, I got those. I got them. And I want to give a special super duper shout out to our senior advisors who took it upon themselves this year to take this class on at the last minute to make sure we had memorable experiences all year, all the way from the prom to the carnival to today's event today. Our senior advisors, Mr. Kevin Murphy, and Ms. Jennifer McLaughlin. I would also like to have all of our teachers, staff, counselors, social workers, and anyone who works at the Edison Tech campus just to please rise at this time and be recognized. We appreciate all your tireless work that you do around the clock to make sure that our students got here today. I also want to acknowledge in the stands as well, Ms. Christine Sargent, one of our school counselors, one of our lead school counselors, if she could please stand. Ms. Carrie DeVoria, one of our other school counselors. And one of our hardest working individuals who made sure this happened this morning, Ms. Shanita Gartrell, one of our other school counselors. Thank you so much. And last individuals who I will ask to please stand is anyone who has graduated from the Edison Tech campus, any alum who are in the building today. If you could please stand. Yes, yes. Wow. Well, I have certainly been blessed with one of the best jobs an individual such as myself could ask for. I've been raised in this district from day one, and I've been blessed to be the principal at the Edison Tech campus. I'm certainly I don't take it lightly. I'm thankful to God that He's provided me the opportunity, my bosses on stage for allowing me the opportunity, and I appreciate the colleagues that I have the opportunity of working with each and every day. This particular year marks the 30th year that I have graduated from the Edison Tech campus, and it is ironic that this particular venue is the same exact location where I actually graduated from. Yeah. A brother's getting a little old around here. But I have to say that the graduates who we are honoring today have dealt with situations that no other class in the history of education had to endure and deal with. Our graduates have strived for the best that they could be. They have labored for knowledge. They had opened their minds to new ideas. They have done all of this, and they have succeeded and are the true winners of our district and to the legacy of the Edison Tech campus. Today, we have graduates who have reached the state standards of obtaining credits, but we also have graduates who have already obtained enough credits towards college. Oh yeah, that's something to clap for. We have graduates who have exceeded the opportunities of obtaining scholarships, so they don't even have to pay for school. Being out of debt is a good thing. We also have graduates who are part of the National Honor Society, but we also have graduates who are part of the second cohort of graduates who are part of the National Technical Honor Society, something that no other school in our district has. You will read in your insert of the program the names of the Edison graduates that are Urban League Black Scholars, and honor that of other schools in our district. We have things that no other school can hang their hats on. One of those things is the CTE endorsement that we have at recipients, and their names are located in today's program. That's a huge, huge acceleration of what our school provides for our students. And all of those students should be applauded for just that. I want at this time to ask all of our graduates if they can just please stand at this time. I would like all of our graduates just to turn around and give thanks, applaud, wave to your young ones, and give thanks for all of that, what they've done. We want to thank all of our parents, all of our guardians, our neighbors, just for all the work that they've done to ensure that our graduates are here today, and we thank you. At this time, our graduates, you guys can take a seat. So, at this time, okay, we are going to try to breeze through the program, but I will have to ask if we can, at times, make sure that the level of cheering kind of goes down just a little bit, because we do want to be respectful and celebrate. I said when we started, there's one thing that we all have in common today, and it's the fact that we are here to celebrate a loved one. So at this time, I would ask Ms. Deborah Lawson Maddox if she would come to the stage at this time, accompanied by our awesome music teachers, our music department, for a musical selection. Ms. Deborah Lawson Maddox.
Congratulations, Edison. The best. Edison graduates, don't give up. Edison graduates, just look up. There is a master plan in store for you if you just make it through. God's gonna really blow your mind. He's gonna make it worth your time for all of the troubles you've been through. The blessings devil just for you. The best, hey, is yet to come. Oh, the best.
Come on, we can give her more love than that. Woo-wee! Thank you, Miss Maddox. That lady could sing. Let me find out. But I want to thank Miss Maddox. When I asked her to sing, she had no problem just jumping right in and making sure that we had some nice music for the crowd today. Our next speaker, she has a list of places that she needs to get to today, but she took it upon herself to make her way to the Edison Tech campus first on her visits of many graduations this morning. Certainly an individual I have known for quite some time, a very great friend, an awesome colleague, my boss in a sense also, but someone who is very genuine and works herself off to make sure that she's providing all of what is needed here for our district and for our students. It gives me much pleasure to invite to the podium to give a few remarks our superintendent, Dr. Leslie Meyer-Small.
This is an open letter to Edison Career and Technology High School's class of 2022. Dear graduating high school senior, today is the day you've been waiting for your whole life, your high school graduation. Maybe you woke up a little earlier than usual, for this was your last breakfast as a high school student. Your parent may have looked at you with tears running down their face, wondering how their baby grew up so quickly. Your friends may be texting group messages nonstop with words of joy, disbelief, fear, or indifference, wondering where the time went. All of you made it to this day you've been counting down to all year long. You'll start to reminisce on things like your first interactions with one another or interesting outfits you wore in middle school. You'll laugh at the things your teachers did and said and wondered how peers managed to grow up. You'll laugh at how young you looked during your freshman year. You'll remember all of the athletic contests you attended and consider how strange it will be to see someone else wear your number or your friend's jersey's number. You'll drive by all of your spots and think of all of the blood, sweat, and tears you gave during your high school career. Maybe you'll recall your first kiss and the joke about how upset you were when your heart was first broken. It probably felt like yesterday when you walked through Edison's doors for the final time and looked at the empty lockers and empty classrooms. You may have gathered your classmates together in the same place for the last time and thought about how it's going to be different this time next year. Right now, you are both nervous and excited because shortly, life as you currently know it will change. So before you receive your diploma, don't forget to take this time to appreciate the memories you made in Edison's halls. Thank your teachers, even the challenging ones, because when you're sitting down in your first college class, you'll feel extremely grateful for the work they made you do. Thank your parents and caregivers and village for supporting you. It is not easy raising a teenager. But they did not give up on you regardless of how difficult puberty was. Thank your friends. They're the ones who got you through your first heartbreak and made sure you were going to be okay. They listened to your complaints after a big fight with your mom or dad. They stood up for you when you got yourself in a bad situation. They took you home when you needed a ride. They celebrated your good news and helped you through the bad. They made you laugh uncontrollably and created memories that you will hold on to forever. They helped shape who you are today. After you receive your diploma, throw your cap in the air and make the most of the time you have left with your high school friends before you start the journey into adulthood. You only have a few months before your new environment, which is surrounded by both unfamiliar and familiar faces. Work, but don't forget that memories last longer than money. Go to the beach, take lots of pictures, go out on Friday nights, and enjoy the days that summer has to give. Trust me, life is going to be incredible for each of you, but you'll never, ever be the person that you are today. With that said, I wish each of you well on your journey into adulthood. Continue to walk in the steps of greatness, and may blessings and goodness completely consume and overtake you today and always. Sincerely, your Superintendent, Dr. Myers-Small. Blessings, class of 2022. Blessings. Take care.
Before the superintendent leaves to our next designation, I just wanted everyone to see how all in at Edison she is. Her notes are in maroon, our school colors. Can you just come out here for a second?
I can, yes.
You will see that her shoes, go ahead, are silver.
And my lipstick's maroon.
And her lipstick is also maroon because she's all in at the Edison Tech campus. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
A letter that's up there that they can get. They each have one.
And we'll also be giving you a letter as well that is also in maroon. So thank you, Superintendent. Certainly appreciate that. Since we are kind of showing off a little bit of fashion, you know, anyone that knows me knows that I'm all about Edison. All Edison. 3 years ago, I was gifted with a pair of socks from a very good friend of mine who I work with at the Edison Tech campus. I'll leave her nameless just because other people may think as though they should get a gift too. But I told this individual at that time, I will only wear these pair of socks at a traditional graduation. And unfortunately, we went through COVID. And so we were not having the traditional graduation ceremony as we are today. But today, I had the opportunity of putting on those socks. I mean, we can laugh a little bit, I think. But we do want to get through the program as well. I don't want to get kicked out of the auditorium today. But no, I love Edison. And I hope our graduates feel the same way. I hope you feel loved on by all the adults and individuals who might have been on your case while you were at the Edison Tech campus as well. So next, I have the opportunity of inviting to the podium for some quick remarks, a very good friend of mine as well, someone who I actually grew up with in the 19th Ward. His sister actually graduated from the Edison Tech campus. Her and I actually went to middle school together. We graduated from Edison together, and we're still very good friends today. Our New York State Assemblyman, Mr. Damon Meeks, will now provide a few remarks. I won't hold it against him, but he does have a gray suit on today. Mr. Damon Meeks.
Thank you. So I'm going to be brief because I know it's hot and I know y'all got some places to be. I'm Assemblyman Damon Meeks representing the 137th Assembly District. And to the seniors, there's one thing I employ each of you to do. Find mentors. Again, find mentors. You're in a new chapter of your life. A mentor of mine, if you look at my style of dress, I mimicked him often, Mr. Jacob Scott. If you look at my waves, Mr. Jacob Scott. So this was a brother who always inspired me and always stayed on the right path, and he inspired me to do the same. But one thing about the both of us, we always were intentional in seeking positive mentors in different chapters in our lives. We had mentors as it related to undergraduate and pursuing our careers. And we also have mentors as husbands. So you need mentors in different chapters of your life. So I just encourage each of you to find a mentor for each chapter and continue to strive for greater. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Meeks. I think your waves are probably a little bit more deeper than mine now, but I appreciate that. You look good, always look good. But can we give another hand to Assemblymember Demond Meeks? The role of any person that serves on any type of committees is extremely tough, especially here in the city school district. And I'm certainly grateful that this individual had the time to stop by our graduation this morning and provide a few remarks. But it gives me great honor to bring to the podium Ms. Beatrice LeBron, our Vice President of the Rochester City School District Board of Education.
So welcome parents, families, and scholars. And before we begin, I actually want our scholars to give a round of applause to all of your family members that got you here today. So can we thank you all? Because as a mother in the Rochester City School District myself, I do know it's not easy. There are lots of obstacles that we also face as family members to get our scholars to the finish line, and so it's a really big accomplishment. So I have a few remarks today because the most important remarks that I really can make today for me are these. So scholars, whether you move on to college or you're starting a career or you're just not sure yet, one, that's okay. I was there too. But I do want you to remember, regardless of where you feel like you're gonna go next, whether you're sure or not sure, whether you're sure and you may not make it there, that there's always going to be obstacles and adversities in life. That's just a part of life. And no matter how far you go too, it is a part. But I promise you that if you face them, you will overcome them. And facing them is not going to be easy. There are going to be days where you feel defeated, that you can't go on. You may even begin to feel hopeless. And I'm here to tell you that you probably had to, some of you may have experienced that even getting here today. So look, you made it here. So I'm here to tell you, scholars, that how do you do this? How do you overcome obstacles? And this is the recipe and the formula that I myself have used day in and day out. And this is what I do. I take things one day at a time. It's very easy to get overwhelmed about what you need to do for September, what's going to happen next year, whether you're going to pass, whether you're going to move, how you're going to support yourself. All of those things are very overwhelming. So what I do is I take things one day at a time. And there are going to be days where even taking it just for today and facing today is going to be hard. So then I break it down and I take it an hour at a time. What do I need to accomplish in this hour to get me to the next hour, to the next 24 hours, to get me to the next 24 hours? And that's the biggest piece of advice I feel like I can give you, that you focus on today. And the days are going to go on, and you're going to see that you're going to achieve whatever you set out to do by taking it one day at a time. And I say that, and I say congratulations to you all again, class of 2022, and congratulations to all of your family members and your parents. And I do want to give a special shout out to my niece, Karina Harris, who's also graduating with you all today. So shout out to Karina.
Thank you very much, Ms. LeBron. I certainly appreciate those remarks and those words of wisdom. We certainly know that the task that you have is certainly huge, but we certainly appreciate just all the advocacy that you have for our students. So can we just give Ms. LeBron another hand? Our next quick remarks is coming from an individual who did not know that they were going to be speaking this morning. But since I'm at the podium and normally he tells me what to do, I'm telling him what to do this morning. And it's an individual who is new as our chief. someone that comes into our building to make sure things are operating correctly, making sure that he's supporting all the work that we do. And he's certainly been a great colleague in assisting us in what we're trying to do at the Edison Tech campus. None other than our Chief of Schools, Mr. Demario Strickland.
I need something better than that this morning. I signed off on this venue. That's kind of what my role is. Good morning. Bringing you greetings from the Executive Cabinet of the Rochester City School District. I just want to let you all know that it has been an honor to serve Edison. I am a graduate of Hutch Tech, which is in Buffalo, New York, the sister school to Edison Tech. And it's great to see exactly where my high school roots came from. Edison was the first technical school in our Western New York area, and it's great that I was able to serve this school community. Graduates, you look great. I remember when I had my maroon on. Sorry, I don't got that on today. I got on purple. My bad. Much love. Thank you.
I won't hold that against you in your evaluation. But I do want to also just recognize the fact, unfortunately, if we can just keep Mr. Strickland in our prayers. He actually just found out as he was making his way here that he lost a loved one. So our condolences to you. We appreciate you being here today. So we're trying to fill his cup this morning as well. So thank you for making your way here, Mr. Strickland. Appreciate that. Our next individual is someone who I get the pleasure of working with each and every day, someone who has had many of these students for at least the past 3 years when he came to the Edison Tech campus. Certainly someone that holds the letter to the law, someone who I'm extremely blessed to have the opportunity of working with, and someone who certainly has the backs of his students. That is none other than our assistant principal, Mr. Jerome Vaca, the class of 2022 assistant principal.
I had to write everything down. Greetings, distinguished guests, staff, students, and families. Congratulations to the Edison Tech class of 2022. As a senior class administrator, it has truly been an honor and a privilege to get to know and work with these scholars. When I first came to Edison in 2019, 2020, this class was in their sophomore year. People, upon hearing I was coming to Edison and working with this cohort of scholars, would say, "Oh, you're working with that class? Good luck." The journey together has not always been easy, but being able to be here right now has made it worth it. Over the past 3 years, I have witnessed tremendous growth in each of these scholars, and I am truly proud of their perseverance and resilience. To the class of 2022, congratulations on achieving this significant milestone in your life. May you keep striving to reach your full potential. I look forward to seeing what the future brings. Thank you.
I just want to give a special thank you to Mr. Vaca. Taking on a senior cohort, especially as large as ours at the Edison Tech campus, is certainly something that you lose sleep on many nights. And I just want him to know that he's much appreciated, certainly valued, and many of our students who've gotten across the finish line today is due to the fact that Mr. Vaca made sure of that. So thank you, Mr. Vaca. Just a quick present on behalf of us. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Next, we have an individual. I can't say enough about her, and if I do, I'll probably run into a ditch and get myself into some trouble. but it's certainly an individual who, when I need to close my door on many days, she's the recipient of a lot of conversation that hopefully doesn't go outside of my doors. But she's certainly been an awesome colleague, certainly a sister in the work of education, and someone who certainly loves her students. None other than our Director of P-TECH, Ms. Latricia Fuller.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Scott, for that awesome introduction. And I'm just going to mention the fashion piece. No, I did not wear my Edison family colors, but I am Edison through and through. But my P-TECH students know that I had to wear my P-TECH blue. So we just want to represent that. So just so you know, we are here as one family, but there is a unique program that is at the Edison Tech campus that is called P-TECH, which is Pathways to Technology. And we have scholars sitting here with the class of 2022 who have made great achievements by being a part of our program. And just a little bit about our program, our students are able to start taking college classes in their 10th grade year with our partnership with Monroe Community College. They are offered full tuition for up to 6 years so that they can earn a degree in information network technology free of charge. And we have many of our scholars leaving us today, graduating on with 12 or more college classes with them, and they can take that to any college they choose to go on to if they do not choose to continue with our program, but we do have scholars continuing in our program. So when in the fall, they'll still be considered P-TECH students, but they'll be at the MCC campus full-time as college students. But as I congratulate the families, the teachers, just anyone who has stood in the gap for our scholars that are sitting here today, I want to leave the class of 2022 with these 4 tenements that I like to try to live by. Not always going to be able to, but I always revert back to them. And these are my 4 agreements that I want to share with you, scholars, that you take with you as you move on to your next phase of life. Because as it was said earlier, the journey is real and there will be obstacles. But when you have something to refer to realign you, redirect you, you always make it here. And that's why many of you are sitting here in these seats today, because you didn't let the obstacles win. You realigned, you redirected yourselves and got here with the help of all the people that are here in this audience with you today. So again, just keep these 4 things I'm gonna leave you with in mind. Be impeccable with your word. So basically, keep your word. What you say, you must mean. Mean what you say. And some of you know how important that is. Don't take everything personal. People do things, and it's not about you. Things will happen to you, or you be put in situations, and it's not about you. Sometimes it's about other people. So don't focus on it, making it personal. Grow from that experience. Don't make assumptions. Don't assume people know what you want, what you need, and don't assume that everything, again, it kind of goes back to the second one, that is personal. So you need to speak up. You have a voice, and don't think just because you stood there that people knew what you were standing for. And lastly, and I think it's most important, always do your best. Show up, give 110%. And I always like to say, even when I'm not 100%, if I'm 50%, I show up and give you 100% of that 50%. So I ask you, and I charge you, the class of 2022, leave here knowing that you have made a great accomplishment. It was not an easy feat. We know it was a long time, and I know some of you I started with in 2018, and here we are in 2022, moving on to the next phase of our lives. And then just a little note, because I said to this young man I was going to say something about him, just because you're taller than me don't mean you can beat me. And I know he knows who he is. Also, so once again, congratulations, class of 2022.
So before you sit down, Ms. Fuller, I just also wanted to thank Ms. Fuller just for all the work that she has done with this particular class. I know she has had some very sleepless nights as well, just trying to make sure that our students got across the finish line. So thank you, Ms. Fuller, just for all the work that you have provided for this particular class as well. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I know I can't thank everyone, but I do have to say that, you know, something such as this right here does not just magically happen. Of course, the support of our parents, support of our teachers, community members, Board of Education. But I have to say, I feel as though at the Edison Tech campus, we have the best school counselor department in the city school district, bar none, hands down. And I think we need to give them a hand. This department has merged together to just, you know, sometimes they get along and I guess sometimes they don't get along. But the end product is this. All the way from stuffing diplomas to making sure that the names are correct in the programs, to just everything possible for our young people to get here. I mean, yesterday, very late in the evening, we had counselors making sure that some of the individuals who are here today made it through. So I think we just need to give, honestly, a genuine hand-clapping thank you to our school counselor department for all the work that they have done and continue to do. I personally thank each one of them just for everything they do. I am a school counselor as well, prior to becoming an assistant principal. But school counselors are very important to the work that is done each and every day at every level, but especially at our secondary level. So thank you very much. Certainly appreciate you guys. Next, we will have two of our awesome school counselors, Ms. Lauren Armstrong and Ms. LaConda Graham, who will be introducing two very special individuals.
It is my honor to introduce the Salutatorian of the class of 2022. I have had the pleasure of being this scholar's school counselor since his sophomore year. He has a cumulative GPA of a 4.88, and he is currently in the P-TECH Rochester Pathways to Technology program. In partnership with Monroe Community College, P-TECH students work towards a New York State Regents diploma and an Associates of Applied Science degree in Information and Network Technology with a specialization in cybersecurity, mobile computing, or networking. He plans to specialize in cybersecurity. After graduation, he hopes to attain a job in the IT and cybersecurity field, help support his family, and live a comfortable life. During this school year, he was employed through the Rochester City School District IT department, distributing Chromebooks to students during the school day. Last summer, he completed a summer internship through IBM with college students and working professionals, where he worked on a project team to develop a chatbot. He was born in Rochester, New York, into a Vietnamese family, and spends his time reading, playing video games, taking apart computers and putting them back together, and spending time with his friends. One of his proudest accomplishments is achieving honor roll with distinction throughout all 4 years of his high school career, which are straight A's. Not only has he taken dual credit courses at Edison, he has also taken college courses at the Monroe Community College campus. He is always focused on doing his best and does not settle for anything less. He approaches every challenge that has come his way with maturity, perseverance, and grace. He's also currently the recipient of several awards and scholarships, including the ASAR Leadership Recognition Award and the New York State Department of Education Award Scholarship. In the P-TECH hallways and throughout the Edison campus and his community, he is known for his kind personality and strong work ethic. These admirable traits will bring him continued success as he continues on to MCC and throughout his life. Please welcome the class of 2022 Salutatorian to the stage, Fong Win.
There's a lot of people. Welcome, friends, family, and teachers that helped us get to where we are today. My name is Fong Nguyen, and I'm the Salutatorian this year. It is an honor to be standing before you on such an auspicious occasion. I'd like to start out by saying thank you to all my friends, family, and teachers for helping us every step of the way. It has been an amazing journey, and one of my fellow class of 2022 members will never forget. The school has brought me joy, happiness, and funny moments. Remember when some of us thought that George Washington invented the light bulb? We have definitely come a long way. 4 years ago, the class of 2022 was just walking through the doors of Edison Tech High School. As freshmen, we were nervous because we were worried about Freshman Friday. When we were sophomores, COVID hit, and it was difficult to stay motivated because all our classes were on Zoom. In our junior year, we started getting used to Zoom classes, and we were given a choice of whether to return in person or to work remotely. That choice really made a difference for some people. When we all returned to school in our senior year, everybody started talking to each other, and it felt like COVID never happened. Our time at P-TECH and Edison Tech has given us the opportunity to experience different types of jobs. I was fortunate enough to be able to complete an internship with IBM. We programmed a chatbot into a website that was created by different people. This experience has honed my skills in programming and has opened up my opportunities for future employment. Many of my classmates also have similar experiences. We are very fortunate. Other high school students don't have the chance to benefit from these internships and this hands-on experience. We have made many memories over the course of our high school journey. We all had one goal in mind, and that was to make our mark in our school. For the past 4 years, our common cause has been to graduate. But now we've made it. We're here. And now we get to decide what we're going to do with the rest of our lives. We are your class of 2022, not because we scooted our way through the year every year, but because we put in the hard work and the effort to get where we are today. We could not have done that without the friends, family, and teachers who constantly encourage us to keep up the good work. I pray that the class of 2022 will walk out of here today feeling proud of all we have accomplished over these last 4 years. The friendships we have made here will always be valued and cherished. The memories we made while we were students at Edison High School will enrich our experiences for the rest of our lives. I can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
Yep. Thank you.
Good job. Big time.
Can we give them another hand? Awesome job. Before she comes to the podium to introduce our valedictorian, I do have to give a special shout out to this individual. She is new to the Edison Tech campus this year, and Certainly her initial role coming over was a lot different than it ended up. Our actual school counselor, who has been with this particular class since freshman year, chose to retire. And we were at a pinch, and this individual, after speaking with her, stepped up to the plate. Certainly is not a veteran to any of this work by any means, but is certainly an individual who, if you don't know her too well, you may not get along with her because she's all about the kids. But certainly someone who works tirelessly, even if it is moving someone out the way for the kids. So I just want to give a special love thank you to this individual. She's certainly looking good today in her maroon, but I just wanted to say thank you to Ms. LaConda Graham for taking on this task and for doing a phenomenal job. I know some of the parents who are out there who might have had some choice words for Ms. Graham, but later on found out that she was all about the kids. So thank you, Ms. Graham, for all your work.
I love my class of 2022. Shanique Hagan has continued to take challenging honors and advanced placement courses throughout her high school career. Shanique has passed just about every exam to earn a Regents Diploma with advanced distinction. To receive this diploma of this nature, you must pass 9 New York State Regents exams with a 65 or higher. Among passing numerous exams, Shanique has also earned many academic awards, such as High Honor Roll with Distinctions, National Honor Society, Seal of Biliteracy, and a Black Scholar. As one of the top seniors, the top senior, she has been awarded a scholarship for the academic excellence for New York for $1,500 over the next 4 years. Shanique's academic success, along with her biliteracy skills, has prepared her for college. She is responsible, determined, self-motivated, and a phenomenal young woman. She is going to do extraordinary things in life. Her grade point average of 4.89 has awarded her enough academic scholarship with a full ride to St. John Fisher University, where she will study psychology. I would like to introduce to you Edison High School valedictorian Shanique Hagan.
Okay, wow. I'm not gonna cry. Okay. The Edison Career and Technology High School graduating class of 2022 asks that we please take a moment of silence to remember those of our classmates who were not able to be with us today. Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Shawnee Kagan. Woo. It is a great honor to address my classmates and everyone who has come to support us on this day so important to our lives. On behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to thank our parents, guardians, and supporters who have helped us get here today. From the simple words of encouragement to enthusiastic praise for accomplishments and a warm hug when we were at our lowest, they were always there for us when we needed it most. Whew. Being valedictorian is not the achievement of just one person. As my classmates can tell you, we did not get here on our own. It took a village. Oh, God. I'm not gonna cry, stop! Saying that's gonna make me cry. Our family, whether given or chosen, supports us and has helped us to get where we are today. They helped us survive and survived our adolescence. They pushed us through the challenges of COVID. They endured all the drama that we brought home with us and made it better. Their unconditional love continues to push us forward. Our friends, the hugs. I'm gonna miss those hugs. I look forward to them every single day. You know, Elving and Jose, you know I'm talking to you. Our class was so compassionate and loving that even if we didn't know someone, if we felt that they were going through something, we'd take the time to make sure that they were all right. I will carry these friendships with me forever. Our teachers and our advocates, who always had an open door, warm smiles, and more unconditional love, offered us opportunities and academic challenges that have helped us to reach our highest potential so far. We are not done yet. I know I'm not. I was like 5'7" in 5th grade, but now I'm 7'2". The doctors say otherwise, but I think they just don't want me to know how powerful I am. My classmates and I are so grateful to have had the privilege of attending a CTE school where we were able to learn the skills necessary to start a specialized skill path, career path, same difference. We have grown so much in intelligence, empathy, patience, leadership, and in overall confidence. We haven't even begun to realize how many advantages we have going out into the world. Barack Obama once said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time." We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. My fellow students, we are the ones they have been waiting for. We are the ones who can make the world a better place. It doesn't matter what you choose to do next, every one of us has a voice. Whew. Our age is no deterrent to our beliefs. Each of us is strong alone, but together we could be invincible. Obama said that we could do it, but we already knew that. I would personally like to thank my family. They have been there for me every step of the way, and as I've been dealing with personal problems, they've helped me so much. I love you guys. I'd like to thank my pets, my teachers, my classmates who have been with me every step of the way, and first period Spanish class. Whoop, whoop. I don't want to brag, but I think we were the best first period of the year. Miss Lisa killed it with us. Never in my life have I had a class where every student cared for one another. Whoa. First period Spanish class was that. Even as we move into this new stage of life, that does not mean we are leaving each other behind. Graduation is not an end. It is just the beginning of the next chapter of our lives. Just watch us. You won't believe what we will accomplish. My dear class of 2022, I love you. Let us show them how amazing we are. Let's change the world. Let's be the change. Go out there, be good and strong. Do the right thing. And remember, we are family. I know it's like super cringy, but we are. If anyone's got you, we do. Thank you so much for everything. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Oh, wait. I want to get a class selfie real quick.
I guess I can't say too much to the valedictorian of the class of 2022, right? Just in a moment, can we just have both Shanique and Fong's parents just stand up and also be recognized, please? Awesome job. I also, too, just want to, just say, Shanique actually could have graduated early last year. And one of her teachers, who I think is here today, her advertising and design teacher, Ms. Landon Gardner, are you here today? If so, can you please stand? She has certainly told me how much Shanique has meant to her, just in staying energized for the school year. And I always like to say, all students, but especially our valedictorian, salutatorian, will be our bosses one day. So congratulations to both of them. Here at the Edison Tech campus, we have the opportunity to provide options of all sorts to our students. One of those is also music. We have I want to say two of the best music teachers this side of Rochester, both in Mr. Benjamin Lyman and Mr. Oliver Smith. And I don't say that lightly. I certainly do, and I appreciate both of them for all the work that they have provided throughout the years for our students and our school community. And I also want to give a special thank you shout out to our Edison Chorus, who will at this time be providing a special selection for the class of 2022. Can we give another hand to our chorus along with our individuals playing an instrument? I want to give a special shout out to Miss Munding, one of our teachers in P-Tech, who was in the back there playing an instrument as well. Thank you so much. Mr. Vincent French, our keynote speaker for this morning, is a native of Rochester, New York, and a proud graduate of Edison Tech High School, class of 2001. After graduating from Edison, Mr. French went on to earn a bachelor's degree in English from SUNY Brockport and a master's in teaching English from SUNY Empire State College. He also earned his certificate of advanced studies in educational administration from SUNY Brockport. Mr. French currently serves as the coordinator of equity and inclusivity for the Pittsford Central School District. Mr. French is also the founding president of the Edison Tech Alumni Association. Since 2006, Mr. French has been engaging with and reconnecting Edison Tech alum back to the Edison Tech community with the intention of providing guidance and support for the Edison campus and its students. Mr. French also serves on the board of Save Rochester Incorporated, a non-for-profit community advocacy organization here in Rochester, New York, whose mission is working to bridge the gap between disconnected communities in the greater Rochester area. Mr. French also, earlier this year, served at the Edison Tech campus before taking on the position in Pittsford. And if anyone knows Mr. Vincent French, he's a true diehard Edisonian, certainly someone who bleeds maroon and gray, diehard through and through. And when I asked him to be our commencement speaker for today, there was no hesitation. He jumped at the opportunity. So for some quick remarks, and as our keynote speaker, it gives me much pleasure to bring to the podium Mr. Vincent French.
Hey, Dad, I hope you can see me, boss. The graduating class of 2022, if you would please stand. Class of 2022, please stand. Dear to us always, this school in all its walls, and thy traditions old, honored always. When we are gone from thee, still thou shalt ever be, fairest on land and sea, dear ETH. Down through the long years, thy ideals ever bright, nor will they ever dim long ages hence. Though we may go afar, still like the brightest star, thou ever before us be, dear ETH. Thank you. So that alma mater, as old as it is, was created by a graduate from 1922, a Mr. Frederick Tompkins. It is 2022 now, so it's over 100 years old. And we joked about it, and it's gonna need some work, so maybe you guys can come back and lend us your vocals and your lyrical talent to update that, you know? But I thought it fitting that we sing it today as it hasn't been sung in a great many years. Oh, this thing of ours, I just happen to be an alumni. Are there any alumni in the house today? Any alumni in the house today? All right, when I say we are, I want the alumni to say ET. All right? No, not yet. I'm gonna say we are, it's like call and response. I'm gonna say we are, and you're gonna be like, ET, all right? We are? Come on now, you gotta say it with your chest. Is that what Hart said? Say it with your chest. We are? We are? Okay, I'm gonna circle back. As Mrs. Scott said, I'm Vincent French. I'm from the class of 2001, and I currently serve as the founding president of the Edison Tech Alumni Association since 2006. I'm honored to have this opportunity to speak with you all today at such a monumentous moment of your lives. I want to acknowledge the dignitaries in attendance today, the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Leslie Myers-Small, who you met earlier. Also, the Vice President of the School Board, Commissioner Beatrice Brown. Also, Chief of Schools, Mr. Strickland. I would also like to acknowledge State Assemblyman, Mr. Demond Meeks. Sir. And also, I would like to acknowledge the principals, the wonderful Mr. Jacob Scott. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Mr. Jacob Scott, since when I was a student, I'm not trying to date him or anything like that, but when I was a student at Edison, he was there as a young counselor. And I promise you, everyone was like, yo, who is this guy with the waves? He's had these waves. Nothing's changed. He's been this way since day one. But he always led with passion. He always led with purpose. And he continued to build with legacy. So I just want to acknowledge him today. Also want to acknowledge the vice principal of the school, Mr. Stephen Humphrey, one of the best and hardest working VPs I know. So many of the graduating students saw me in the hallways at the beginning of the school year this year, and I had a chance to substitute for Mr. Humphrey, and he texted me like halfway the day, like, hey, French, how you holding up? Hey, boss, can you come on back? I don't know how you make this work, but this is a very hard job. Mr. Humphrey makes it look very easy. I'd also like to acknowledge the assistant principals, Mr. Goldsberry, Ms. Jackson, Ms. Phillips, and Mr. Vaca. To the other administrators in the building, Ms. Bonomo, Mr. Golam. We also have Dr. Griffin. Hello, Dr. Griffin. Nice to meet you. Thanks for joining our team, the winning team, right? Ms. Fuller. Hello, Ms. Fuller. How you doing? And also the class advisors, Mr. Murphy and Ms. McLaughlin. I'd also like to acknowledge the Edison Tech faculty and staff, but to the students, right? The resilient students of 2022. Congratulations for all that you are doing today and all that you've come through. This is the culmination of all your hard work. You should be very proud. You should be very proud of all your achievements. Today is, again, the culmination of all the years of your learning about the world and about yourself. To the friends, right? To the friends, the family who supported you every step of the way. They're not here celebrating a piece of paper. They're here to celebrate you and how you've grown, the challenges that you have overcome, and the experiences you have shared. So please, let's give them a round of applause. That love and support can be seen here today, and I hope you can feel it. And there's some that are not able to be here today, but are here in spirit. And I hope you know that, and I hope you can feel it. Now, they gave me some time to speak with you today, but I promise I'm going to use the 5 B's. Be brief, brother, be brief. Someone say be brief. Yeah. Mayor Malik Evans taught me that one, so I promised I was going to use it. But I'm here today to speak to you about passion and purpose and legacy. Someone say legacy. I want to remind you today that your voice has power even if it's shaky. Say power. Your voice has power even if it's shaky. Don't be fooled. This isn't a graduation. No. This is a commission. This is a call to each and every single one of you to go forth and be leaders and change makers that we know you can be. To be inventors. Someone say inventors. Huh? I can't hear y'all. Someone say inventors. To go forth and invent your future, to go forth and invent a new world of wonder and amazement, and to invent a world of love. Someone say love. That treats everyone equally with fairness, building bridges instead of walls. You are the best generation, the smartest generation, the best educated generation. Before me, I see lifelong scholars of learners. I see entrepreneurs and business owners. I see community leaders and social advocates to take up the charge of fighting for justice for all. As you leave here today, don't be pressured to run this race. Shaquanda Conception from Edison class of 2003 wanted me to tell you. She says, to take your time. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. What's important, if you have dedication, is your perseverance. Life is a marathon. Goals are the fluid, and it is that determination in your chest that keeps your goals in sight. Ask yourself, what am I passionate about? What is my purpose? Walter Thoreau said, don't be simply good, but be good for something. What is your purpose? You don't have to accept the world as it is. Mr. Joseph Carter, class of 1990, the Dean of Students at Vertis, encouraged you to do your part to make this world a better place. I encourage you to take the time and to learn from each other, to really learn from each other, to listen, take time to listen. There's some of you right now who you probably didn't speak to. You were in the same cohort, and you probably didn't speak to them during lunch periods or the cafeterias or transitions, and that's fine. But I promise you, as life happens, you're gonna find yourself accepting that friend request on Facebook or whatever social media platform comes your way in the next 20 some odd years. But take time to listen to each other, to respect each other, to learn from each other. A good friend of mine, Sergeant First Class, Mr. John Storm from class of 01, always told me, he said, French, success breeds success. Make this your bedrock maxim. Success ain't easy. I know that's bad grammar, I'm an English teacher, but success ain't easy. But if you lean forward into the work, small success after small success ultimately wins the day. The power is in your hands. What shall you do with it? And this is not on script, but as you leave here, right, and you go off, and you start taking the keys to the proverbial world, and you start learning how to drive, I want you to remember to look back. Remember whence you came, right? Remember where home base is. This is foundational. Edison Tech is foundational. My dad taught at Edison in the 70s and 80s. I was a student here, and I was so fortunate to be able to come back and to see many of you and walk the same halls that my dad walked in. And now to be able to stand before you right now to give this speech. And some of you I had when you were in 8th grade, so I get to see you again. This is a monumental moment, but make sure you go back. Faces may change in the next 20 years, but them keys still work. You find yourself back home to Edison Tech, and you continue to give back, and you continue to inspire. You show pride in your school, and we'll show pride in you. Thank you so much.
Mr. French, before you march back across the stage, sir, check out this guy's march across the stage. But we just want to give Mr. French another round of applause. And Edison keepsake just for his time this morning, and we certainly appreciate all the love and enthusiasm he puts behind the work, especially when it's in regards to Edison. So thank you, Mr. French. We are We are? All right. Well, we're very close to that time, but I need, wait. I mentioned at the start of today's, this morning's ceremony that this class is the most resilient group of students that I have ever had the privilege and the honor to truly been around in all my years of education. Before awarding and presenting our graduates this morning, I would like to recognize 3 very special individuals who unfortunately lost their lives. Keon Martin, Zidane Wright, and Bryson Simpson. Each one of these individuals was a part of our Edison family, the class of 2022. We celebrate each of their lives, and we will always, always remember that they are a part of the Edison Tech family and the class of 2022. I would like to just ask if we can, at this moment, just a few seconds, just for a moment of silence, just for prayer, positive thinking, for the families at this time. Amen. Please, let's keep their families in our prayers. And graduates, I would say, make sure as you walk across this stage that you walk across this stage proud. You guys have put a lot of work into what you do and what you did. A lot of people have also put a lot of work into you walking across this stage. So soak in the memory. Live in the moment. You don't get this back again. Okay? So, there's just a few directions I have to give out because the auditorium is making me do this. At this time, I would just ask that we be mindful of the aisles. I'm not going to be ignorant up here and say that you guys won't get into the aisles and take pictures. I know better than that. The only piece that I would truly have to ask, and I got to say, you guys have been an amazing audience this morning. Amazing. Listen, you guys can't see it from my vantage point, but it's packed up top right now. Okay? We do have professional photos that will be taken. We will be providing all of the photos, ones of the graduates as they entered in, also with the ones that are on the stage, on our website, along with the video of today's ceremony, free of charge, okay? You just have to download them. I didn't say print them. Let me be very clear with my instructions because I don't want anyone calling the office saying, when can I pick up my pictures? They will be available online to download, okay? So, at this time, I would ask the first row of graduates to please rise. And as he makes his way to the podium, I want to give Mr. Chris Taylor a shout out, a former Edison Tech alum as well, and school counselor here at the Edison Tech campus, who will be announcing and pronouncing every student's name this morning. So please keep Mr. Chris Taylor in your prayers this morning as he goes through 200 plus students this morning. Mr. Chris Taylor.
All right, first, we're starting a little different. We're gonna go through our top 20 seniors. So the first 20 names will be those top 20 seniors from 1 to 20. First, valedictorian, Shanique Hagan. Fong Nguyen. Okay, hold on. Fong Nguyen. Michael Cummings, Jr. Shaheem Bennett. Brian Navarro. Javier Carrion. Wesley Owens. Arialis Corniel. Elvin Azaria. Juanita Sanford. Natia Pappin. Johan Hernandez. Javina Brown. Chilla Marchand. Ariana Sibamana. Liza Santiago Rodriguez. Omar Cruz. Benita Barcuti. Kiara Irizarry. Deshaun Moore. Hawa Abiadis. Rakia Ahmed. Yokab Ahmed. Amajanique McHenry. Deasia Anderson. Eric Anderson. Zeomaris Andrews. Damari Anthony. Justin Aponte. Montreal Monterio Babers. Deja Baker. Tatiana Barnes. Angel Bauzo. Kamaya Beeson. Kenja Bembry. Samari Bones. Ariana Brown. Ariana Broomfield. Renasia Burrows. Jaeja Butler. Dasani Campbell. Daquan Carruthers Muhammad. Shantanique Chapman. Jaden Cleveland. Mark Coleman. Tremise Coley. Riley Ann Colombo. Jenelise Koto. Jaden Crawford. Trayvon Robinson. Mercedes Crescenti. Shanira Crockett. Jerry Daniels. Starquan Daniels. Muhammad Darbane. Tanaya Dates. Nari Davis. Edgar De Jesus. Natalie De Jesus. Dinesha Zamari Dennis. Christopher Devine. Maya Doyle. Shanae Ellis. Christopher Felton. Micaiah Farrell. Monique Flores. Nicole Fowell. Tabari Franciosa. Alanis Gaitan. Azora Galan. Johnny Gamble. Jean Garcia. Maximiliano Garcia. Jameer Glenn. Frances Marie Gomez. Genesis Gonzalez. Hector Gonzalez. London Gold. Paris Gold. Denari Graham. Dion Green. Elijah Green. Anicia Gregg. Larry Greggs. Shemaya Hardwick. Karina Harris. Dominique Hall. Tiani Hall. Janaya Hannah. Heaven Harris. Tynasia Hartzog. Nasir Hester. Gloria Hill. D. Cheyenne Henson. Tyzir Holland. Jashay Holly. Paris Hinton Diggs. Kanai Holmes. Ariana Denise. Daniel Lewis Winters. Taraja Hunter. Genesis Idelita. Nassan Iverson. Christopher Jackson. Kendra Jackson. Sydney Jackson. Eric Johnson. Jameer Jones. Selena Lawrence. Andy Laraquint. Alan Watson. Raphael Lewis. Ram Kami. Ganga Kami. Anthony John Kalish. Devontae Lewis Stevens.
Hold on, Joe.
Joseph Cologne. Jonathan Lopez. Keniel Lopez. Jamel Madden. Kennedy Marshall. Samara Martin. Derek Martinez. Jonathan Miguel Martinez. Jaden McBride. Tejana McDonald. Ralik Moore. Michael Morgan. Jonathan Matasino. Sadiq Muhammad. Mahi Muhammad. Viviani Miller. Arthur. Arthur Miller. Jason Mitchell. Colin Meyer. Kamis Muhammad. Takara McCall. Yadalis Munoz. Neilani Nelson. Alina Janae Shante Munson. Justin Ocasio. Ashley Orphan. Anna Olin. Erica Omeda. Nomari Camille Orange. Carlos Ortega. Jonelle Pagan. Caleb Passero. Brett Peace. Joshua Ricardo Perez. Ariana Perez. Sarai Plummer. Tajanique Polk. Antoine Preddy. Sandil Rai. Damaris Pagan. Brian Ramos Rodriguez. Esmeraldo Ramos. Maria Ramos. Shireen Randolph. Adriana Rivera. Nayeli Nicole Rivera. Angel Rodriguez. Emmanuel Rodriguez. Tairi Rodriguez. Yana Marie Ruiz. Jeremy Roman. Next, come to. Travis Rogers. Jamilka Sanchez. Fernando Santiago. Nayeli Santiago. Christopher Sepulveda Cruz. Alicia Sermons.
Or when I get that right. You ready?
Tamaya Simon.
He said he needed the stage to himself. You ready? You ready?
Ernest Singleton.
Sean Sizer.
Tyshawn Sizer.
Who your shirt? Kyle Smith.
Kyle Smith.
Congratulations. Stamp.
Anaya Stamps. Shazel Smith. Trinity Smith. Trinity Smith. Jamie Courts. Giselle Spivey. Jameer Stallings. Kashmir Stanley. Mamzaria Stewart. Unique Sturgis. Mary Sullivan. Dante Sweet. Samuel Swift. Corey Thomas. Wait, Corey. Corey Thomas. Niger Thomas. Biranua Anthony Tor. Deadrian Tucker. Micaiah Tyson. Jose Luis Vega. Naladies Velez. Soraya Ware. Tyree Washington. Noah White. Jalen Willis. Rick Wilson.
Jordan Wright.
Jordan Wright. Karan Wright. Janaya Wynn. Joseph Yomas.
Woo-wee! Woo-woo! At this time, I need the graduating class of 2022 to please stand. Let's make this official. Let's make this official. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Education of the Rochester City School District and the Education Department of the State of New York, members of the class of 2022, you may now change your tassels from the right side to the left. You are now graduates of Edison Career and Technology High School, and we welcome each of you to the Edison Alumni Association. Congratulations. At this time, we would just ask all guests to please clear the aisle. We do need to process our graduates out. They will be in the foyer area for you to take pictures, videos, and everything else, but we do need to clear the aisles for safety reasons. Please, if we could please clear the aisles. Graduates, you would help us out by telling your loved ones to sit in their seats. At this time, we will now be processing out. If we can please try our best to keep the aisles clear, we will have the opportunity of taking more pictures outside in the foyer area. Again, congratulations to all of our graduates, all of our guests, all of our families, and everyone. We still have a lot of people in the aisle. We cannot get out unless you guys maneuver out of the aisle. I think the most important people right now are the graduates. So if we can get our graduates out of the building, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for understanding. Once again, congratulations to our graduates. For all parents, guests, all the graduates will be making their way up to the front. So if you wanted to make your way to the front, that's where you will be able to meet your graduate. As they process out, they're just going right to the front of the building. So if you wanted to meet them there, you can actually make your way to the front of the auditorium of the building and meet your graduates at that area. I do want to thank all of our guests for being here today, all of our stage guests as well. All of our teachers and staff have an awesome summer.